Hi, I'm Mike. I own 6 cabins in the Smokies. Excuse the nasally voice. A little sick today, but want to get this video out. A request for Gatlinburg. So, actually, going to show October and November for Gatlinburg. So, Gatlinburg, upcoming weekend. Well, this past weekend was very good. Upcoming weekend, in the mid 90s, which is great. Weekend after that, in the 80s, and Halloween weekend in the 60s, which is good. I expect it to be Halloween weekend to close around 70, so another 10% there. So it's been trending pretty well. So folks should be seeing some more bookings over the last few weeks, and I think over the next couple of weeks too, it's going to continue to book out. Uh, if you look at rates, also, in line with last year, the dark green is the booked rate for this year, and the light green is the book rate for last year. So you can tell that book rate for this year is, continue to exceed last year, which is good, which means the market continues to be able to take price. And then if you look at Thanksgiving weekend, this is Thanksgiving weekend, pretty materially above last year. I wanted to take a look at Sevierville too, just quickly, and you'll see here, and this is actually kind of surprising. Here again, occupancy is pretty similar in the low 90s. The weekend after that, kind of the 80s, and then the 60s, and again, kind of this. I'm sorry, the 60s, and then the 50s here. Again, I think both markets pretty similar. We'll continue to see more reservations coming in. But what's actually really interesting is I looked at Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving, it's 72% for Thanksgiving Day, 67%. And if I go back to Gatlinburg, you'll see that it actually is slightly below 67 and 63, right? 67 and 63 versus back to Gatlinburg. I'm sorry, back to Sevierville, which is 72 and 67. So Sevierville occupancy actually is higher than Gatlinburg. And you might say, well, maybe it's because it's cheaper, but it's actually not. The booked rate is $420 for Sevierville for Thanksgiving. And if you look at Gatlinburg, it's actually in the high 300s, which I found really surprising, actually. So 370 and 383. I always thought that Gatlinburg would, it's a bit more, has a different reputation, attracts a different clientele, and generally priced higher than Sevierville. But data shows that it actually is not, or is not yet for this upcoming season. So just something interesting to keep an eye on as we all manage our cabins according to our individual strategies. And hope this is helpful. Please feel free to leave me a comment if you have any questions. Thank you.